Hello and welcome to another episode of me trying to learn how to add textures into Unity from Blender. As you see, it's not fully proper. Right now, this texture, all these white textures should be red and everything else should be blue. Pretty much is what's going on. And as I have been learning here is in Unity, you need to create a new material. And with this new material, you need to add in all your little 2D photos that represent everything about this 3D model, which is kind of interesting to learn. So you got this first one, which is albedo, and that's just pretty much your color map. It's going to show everything. Uh, that's your textures, all your faces. That should be one color, and as you see here in Blender, I have these two faces that should be red, and which is just showing, hey, this is red, and these are the top edges that are red, and these are the side edges from this little panel here. When I select it, you'll see it's selected there, and it's just saying, hey, this edge is red, this edge is red as well. So like I got the UV mapping working all properly. I realized I needed to increase my margin islands, pretty much meaning all the spacing between this, because occasionally some of these were overlapping during the smart UV edit. I pretty much go here, you hit A, select everything, smart UV project, and just I needed to increase this little value here just to make sure they weren't overlapping in any way. But other than that, uh, what I think what's going on, why it's not all proper here, is because with this new material, I have other options. Like I can add a metallic surface. That's if I want this to be shiny, which I do at some point, and I will learn to do that. But it's the big thing here is this height map, because as you see, these are all just like PNGs. They are single 2D dimensional images, and the height map one for this, it should be pretty much white and to black scale depending on the distance from the center point of it. And right now when I make a height map, it's just turning all black here. So as you see, if I add my height map here, it kind of changes stuff, but barely. So obviously I need to learn how to create something what's called a displacement node in Blender to calculate the distance between the very bottom edge and the very top edge, where every single face is in theory, so a 2D image can tell a 3D modeling program exactly the height of everything, if that makes any sense. So as you see, I mean, I got everything going on here. I got like the normal map. I got the diffuse map, which diffuses color. This is the normal map. I'm not sure exactly what that's for, but with the shading here, as you see, I'm already using a displacement in my whole object here. I'm not exactly sure what this noise texture exactly doing, but to my knowledge, I need to create something called a displacement node here that calculates the height of everything, but I'm not exactly sure how to intertwine all these dashes and lines and such to include this new displacement node. I forget exactly where it is here. But yeah, so just you gotta create a displacement node so I can calculate the height, and then I can get everything going so that this image here isn't just black. It's going to show some white and some black to kind of show the distance between the lower height of the map and the upper height of the map. Anywho, just wanted to give a quick update of how everything is looking. Kind of show you how in theory it should be looking according to this model here. Is much more shinier and brighter there on the edges, more sparkly, and just a basic red surface currently. I will be planning on putting a texture here to turn the whole ramp into more of a rubber texture, and ideally the edges to be more of a tarp or canvas texture with a little bit of shininess going on. But yeah, just wanted to give a little update of what's going on, and hope you guys are enjoying the series, and hope you guys have a great night. Good night.